Do 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 do. All right. Enough for you, Steel Image. We're like moving on to someone else. Don't hog so much of camera time. Jeez. Destructier. I'm no expert, but isn't it if you destroy a transport, then you can't charge and now disembarks passengers since they are a different unit? Nope. This comes up almost every rules you got wrong. No, you can charge unit that it comes out. You shoot it, unit piles out, take a painting check, then you assault them. It's one and the same unit for that round, that phase. Obviously kill points, they count as different units, kill points, but in that phase, if they die, they come out, you can still assault them. That is okay. Crows. Do you know you can't have 2 looted wagons and 2 battle wagons because that's 4 heavy support? Did you know that knobs can take a battle wagon as a dedicated transport, and so it doesn't count towards the force organization chart? And so you can have 2 looted wagons, a battle wagon, and then a dedicated transport battle wagon with only taking up 3 heavy support choices? It's possible. That's why you can take 8 battle wagons in one list. 2 war bosses make 2 knobs choices troops. 3 knob elite choices can take dedicated battle wagons. So that's 5 dedicated transports as battle wagons that don't take up any slots at all, and then 3 normal heavy support battle wagons. Abuse the codex. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Moving on. Ceferiera. No. Ceferiera. Ferriera. Ceferiera. I like that one. Yeah, that's how I'm pronouncing it. That is a good bat rep, but man, it kills me to see how you handle your orc models. I actually cry a little watching you knock around the table. Not only my boys. I mean, you can just slap around boys. It doesn't matter. I paint up, I got my Burnas. I actually have some Def Copters I recently painted. Hopefully I'll be able to field them within a battle report or 2. I paint them up nice. They're elite or your heavy support. I mean, actually, my truck sometimes I just throw around too. But there's just, those just troop models where, I have another 100 of them not painted. And I can feel the 120, 130 of them already. And so, it's just, boys are dispensable. They're meant to be thrown around. In a modeling hobby, yeah, okay, all right. But I did spend a lot of time painting, but not overly. If you take a close look at my boys, don't take a close look at those boys. Just accept that they're tabletop standard, and I throw them around because that's what war bosses do. Madbird Valiant. Is Jordan playing with Imperial armor rules? Because I wish I could have an autocannon on my chimeras for 10 points in the regular codex. Yeah, he's playing Imperial armor rules. So, no craziness otherwise. But, obviously there's disadvantages too. You get slaughtered by speed freak orcs. Zarkin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but can other units fire into, same thing. Other units fire to a unit that just is forced to evacuate from transport in the same shooting phase. Sentinels destroy the truck, boils pile out, and they get fired upon some more. Is that legal? Well, I guess that's slightly different than was asked before. But yes. Because just like you take turns moving, you take turns shooting. Which ones do you want to shoot first? And you can shoot a truck and it'll explode, and then the battle wagon behind it won't have cover anymore, and you can shoot it and then explode that. It's not, the shooting isn't the same. It's the same squad is all at the same time. So if you have a bunch of, bolters, heavy bolters, and a rocket or a missile launcher in a squad, you shoot the missile launcher at the truck, it explodes, but because the truck exploded, everything shoots at the same time, and so the rest of the heavy bolters or whatever they are can't attack the boys inside because they were all firing at the truck. However, the squad beside them with whatever weapons they have, they can all fire at the boys. But within the same squad, they have to fire at that same thing because it all goes simultaneously, same time. But then the rest of your army goes in order of what you choose. And so it normally doesn't matter a whole lot, but sometimes it can, because you can kill or make them fall, or you can't make them fall back because that's the end of the phase. But you can do a lot of things. Or, for example, if you shoot someone and you pin them and get pinned, then the next person firing at them will have to fire, and they'll get the +1 cover save. And so sometimes it's more advantageous to shoot at them with non-penny weapons first, if you have that line of sight, and then try to pin them afterwards. Little things like that. So it's totally legal. Gingivitis. The paint job on the Imperial Guard list is awesome. I know, right? I thought Jordan is a great painter. I love that guy. He also plays a lot of War Machine and Hordes, but, you know, doing whatever. I'm too loud, guys. I close the door. I'm stuck in Dave's office, if you didn't tell already. Dave isn't. I don't know where Dave is. But if he barges in, oh, that'd be awesome. Not today. All right. Where were we? Oh, yes. Vitchosois. Do you guys at MiniWarGaming not play the fact rules for fast vehicles getting wrecked and all the guys inside dying? Or did Ramshackle turn all those into explosions? Okay, Vitchosois. Where's the fact? I'm going on the computer right here, because I want word for word, you guys can know. But basically, if fast vehicles go fast, it's in the same phase, okay? So if you move forward, okay, no, I'm not gonna look it up because it's gonna take too long. I'm looking it up. Warhammer 40K FAQ. I love Google. Google's awesome. Aha! So this is page 6 of the rulebook errata. Okay. If a transport vehicle is destroyed in a movement phase in which it has moved flat out, what happens to any embarked models, as passengers may not disembark from a vehicle that has moved flat out in that movement phase? Answer, they are removed as casualties. Okay? But the key to that is that movement phase. Okay? So if a transport vehicle is destroyed in a movement phase in which has moved flat out, like this is for fast skimmers, because if you move flat out with a skimmer in a difficult terrain, you can get wrecked. Or if you get immobilized, then you get wrecked in that same movement phase. But because Ork trucks, they're fast, they can move flat out, but they can't, the worst thing that can happen is they get immobilized. And because they're not a skimmer, that doesn't wreck them. And so since that doesn't wreck them, no one dies, okay? So I have my movement phase. I move. Then I shoot. Okay, I get immobilized. Or I don't even mobilize. I just move flat out. I move flat out. That's my movement phase. Then I have a shooting phase. Then I have an assault phase. Then the other player has a movement phase. And then they have a shooting phase. And in that shooting phase, they destroy this truck. Why on earth would everyone inside that truck die? If a transport vehicle is destroyed in a movement phase in which it has moved flat out, we're like 5 phases behind. They're fine. They don't die at all. We played it like that, like one game, and then we're like, wait a minute. No, that's silly. It's only if you have a fast skimmer do you have to worry about that, and if it dies in the same phase. That's it. Case closed.